There's probably no greater threat to the homeland than North Korea. With their ICBM capability, being able to reach mainland United States, attacking the region. So we take this very seriously. Secretary Mattis told me that we want to apply maximum pressure so the diplomats can do their job. And I couldn't agree more. Nobody wants war, but I think the maximum pressure campaign, both the sanctions, that, by the way, Congress passed as well in 2016, naming after Otto Warmbier, who was the American student who was killed at the hands of the North Koreans. That put so much pressure on Kim Jong-un that he finally came to the table. I would agree with the comments made here, and that is that this is not the time to be putting the brakes on maximum pressure. This is the time to be putting the accelerator on, because when a nuclear power has it, when they're in the club, it's very difficult to take it away. Pakistan, a good example. AQ-Khan proliferated to Iran, North Korea. North Korea helped build Syria's reactor that the Israelis took out. And it's not going to be an easy thing to do. But with respect to the sanctions, and we saw Secretary Pompeo talk about this today, and he's very frustrated, and his ambassador Nikki Haley is as well, because China and Russia agreed to 9 of these resolutions that apply the sanctions, albeit a little bit watered down. And now we're seeing, through satellite imagery, clear and convincing evidence that they are violating these sanctions. And as you mentioned, 90% of this going to and from China, and the Russians are violating it as well. So what I've seen since Singapore is actually it's not maximum pressure, but rather a loosening of the sanctions in terms of enforcement. The sanctions are there. Congress passed the sanctions. The administration has to put the pressure on China and Russia and the United Nations to enforce these sanctions. Otherwise, Kim Jong-un will never give up the most valuable thing he has that he thinks is his self-preservation. I would argue it will be his peril, and that is a nuclear North Korea.